Welcome to today's video, which is my May bullet journal setup video. This is also the last month in this journal, so I will be starting in a new journal for my June setup next month. Thank you for joining me for this video, and let's begin with the setup. This setup is pretty similar to the one that I did for my April book journal setup. If you've seen that one, I wanted to take a break from drawing, so I am going to be using stickers for this month. The cover page is where the new month begins. It's pretty necessary to know when a new month begins. I am trying to make the lettering bouncy. By that I mean that one letter is higher or lower than the other. I felt that it would fit with the theme. I want to try something different this time. Andrew Gingham pattern, I think that's how you say it, that I then cut out and then glued that paper onto the page wherever I wanted. Also, the colors I will be using are pastels, so purple, blue, and pink colors. Last time I had 2 pages for the cover page, but this time around, since I am limited with the space, I made it 1 page and it works well. Since this is going to be the last month in this journal, I made this the same theme as my overall setup in this journal. So I will be using these bear stickers again. They are adorable. They are so cute, and I'm glad that I found a way to use them again. Next up is highlights, where I write down what I did or what I am feeling or anything else in the lines provided. Last month I had a line for each day and it was not enough space sometimes. For that reason, I changed it to 2 lines for each day, and now it is 2 pages long, and depending how I feel about this, I might change it next month, but I am trying and seeing if this works out for me. content planner. Here I track and write down all my plans for this month in terms of content. It's either for when I will upload or when I would have to film something. It's a way for me to manage my time better and be organized. I really like using this and find it helpful. I am finally making this a mini calendar, and let's see if I prefer this way over how I've previously been doing it the last month. Mood tracker for tracking the mood that I am feeling each day. I like to track how I'm feeling and see if there's a specific emotion that I usually feel. It's interesting to see at the end of the month and see what emotions I feel the most this month compared to other months. Since I am using stickers this month, I am making a box for each of the emotions and coloring them in rather than having a drawing like I did last month. The good thing about having boxes is that I have more fun with decorating the page since I have more space for that, which is my favorite part to do, the decorating part. Then it is the habit tracker, where I have trackers for specific habits that I want to be consistent with or want to know how often I do that habit. It's a great way to see how consistent I am, and it is very gratifying filling in the day when I do a habit. I am adding a water tracker here that I haven't had in a while. The reason being, I do like tracking how much water I drink a day, and it fits with the habits page, so that's where it's there rather than having its own page. Depending on how it goes this month, I might not use it next month, so let's see how that goes. Brain dump is always fun to do each month because there isn't any lines or things I have to make here. It's just a free space that can look however I want it to look. Typically, I use this for writing down any ideas I have or thoughts that I feel like I have to write down, or to plan out things that I want to do. I can do anything in these pages, which is why I like the spread so much. Sometimes I can have this filled with doodles that I did for inspiration or just writing down how I'm feeling. It has many uses to it and can be as disorganized as I want it. There is no structure, and that's what makes it one of my favorite spreads to make. Monthly tasks is next, and this is for writing down all the tasks or whatever that I have this month, whether it is things that are necessary to do this month or just mini goals that I made for myself. I put it here. This used to be at the start of my setup, but I thought it fit better with the calendar so that I can view these together rather than flipping between the pages. I also cut out half a page so that I can make the calendar bigger and have a space for my goals of the next month. Next is the calendar, which is just a calendar that I make and can add when I am busy. I can see when I am busy and whether I have to do something on a specific day clearly in the calendar rather than having to go to my weekly pages. It's basically my overview of the month. This time I am adding a graphing paper kind of look into each of the boxes. I usually leave the boxes with the dots, but I wanted to try something new this time, and it took a very long time to make all the lines. Adding the stickers has to be my favorite part of the setup. Well, I also like picking a place for the Kingham paper that I made as well. When I'm mostly finished with the spread, it's fun to add stickers and paper to it and see how it makes the spread look better and overall come together and look like it does at the end. Projects is for managing all the projects that I want to complete this month or that I'm working on and want to have it all placed together. This is for writing down or sketching out the ideas for a project that I have. For example, if I wanted to knit a sweater, rather than just starting it and seeing where it goes, I would use the space to draw out how I want it to look and an estimate of how many rows and stitches it would need, just so that I have an idea of what I'm doing before I start it. I've learned that it's best to have like kind of an idea or an image of what I want to do drawn out rather than just going all forward without any idea. And so that's why I use the projects page for. Last up is my first weekly spread for the month. I have a lot of thoughts that I try to organize in my mind on what I have to do on a specific day. That's where these weekly spreads come in handy. I write down on a given day all the things I have to do or what I want to accomplish, and I can check them off as I do them throughout the day or look here to remind myself when I have a deadline or anything else that I have to do on a day that I didn't remember that I had to do. here's my completed setup for May, and let's go through a quick flip through of it. Overall, I think that my theme for the month turned out well. Thank you for watching me make my May setup in this video. It has been fun, and until the next video, which will hopefully be my May reading journal next week, thank you and goodbye.